It's late, the kind of late where the world is quiet enough for secrets to slip through the cracks. And tonight, I'm telling you about the military projects you were never supposed to hear. The ones buried under decades of classification, denied in press briefings, erased from budget documents, and shrugged off as malfunctioning weather balloons. You know, the usual government bedtime stories. Now remember, every time a government says, "We cannot confirm nor deny," that's their polite way of saying, yeah, something's cooking behind that locked blast door. And trust me, the things being cooked, they're not your everyday gadgets. They're the kind of technologies that bend physics so hard, they almost file a complaint. Let's start with the project that still makes engineers whisper like they're in a haunted house. Back in the 1960s, the US tested something codenamed Project Pluto. Imagine a nuclear-powered cruise missile that never runs out of fuel, stays in the air for months, flies at low altitude, and, wait for it, uses shockwaves from its own engine to shatter buildings as it passes overhead. Basically, a flying nuclear sledgehammer with unlimited stamina. The Air Force loved it. Scientists hated it. The public never informed. And here's the cherry. Parts of the design were so radioactive that even the test site engineers didn't want to stand near it. But that's just the warm-up. Because for every insane Cold War invention we uncovered, there are 5 more still buried under mountains of "for official use only" stickers. Fast forward. Modern militaries don't just want power, they want invisibility. Not the Marvel version. Real invisibility. Light bending, radar braking, heat masking, invisibility. And here's where the story gets spicy. Around 2018, a series of leaked DARPA documents hinted at something far beyond the stealth tech we know. Instead of using materials that just absorb radar, they started experimenting with metasurfaces, engineered layers that manipulate electromagnetic waves like a DJ remixing audio. Think you shine light on it, and it redirects it so your eyes basically get ghosted. They call it adaptive optical cloaking. The public thinks it's theoretical. Some defense insiders claim it's already mounted on small drones. One contractor even joked that the future battlefield will be full of things you can't see until they've already ruined your day. And before you say, that sounds impossible, remember, smartphones today have more computing power than the machines NASA used to land humans on the moon. Tech evolves fast, especially when the defense budget has commas in the wrong places. Let's pull the curtain further. You've seen those UFO videos released by the Pentagon. You know, the ones where trained pilots sound like confused YouTubers. Here's the thing, the military rarely releases anything unless it benefits them. And those videos, they scream one thing: we have tech we're not telling you about, but we're happy to let you panic. One insider theory says some of those objects aren't aliens, but prototypes. Ultra-high maneuverability craft using something called inertial mass reduction. Fancy term. Here's the simple analogy. Imagine gravity is a dial on a machine. Turn it down and the laws of physics loosen up. No wings needed, no traditional engines, just directed energy fields creating movement. Sounds ridiculous until you read the 2019 Navy patents filed by engineer Salvatore Pais. Electrogravitic propulsion, compact fusion reactors, high-frequency gravitational wave generators, official patents from the US Navy, filed publicly, and then radio silence. You don't bury something unless it works, or at least scares the people funding you. Switch continents. Russia, the land where secret military projects are practically a national hobby. In 2018, Putin unveiled weapons nobody else has. Everyone laughed. Then reports started leaking about the Burevestnik, a nuclear-powered cruise missile similar to Project Pluto but with modern systems. A year later, an explosion at a secret naval testing site killed several top nuclear scientists. Rosatom, their nuclear agency, admitted it was testing an isotope power source for a missile. Translation: yes, they were playing with radioactive toys again. Then there's China. While everyone argued about TikTok, they quietly built the world's most advanced hypersonic glide vehicles. In 2021, the US military admitted China tested a craft that literally circled the Earth before descending on target. Pentagon officials described it as something we can't defend against. Imagine the Pentagon saying that out loud. You know something is wrong when the world's biggest military looks at the scoreboard and realizes someone else is suddenly winning the science fair. Now let's step deeper into the shadows, because secret military projects aren't just about weapons. They're about control. For years, whispers have floated about behavioral prediction algorithms developed jointly between intelligence agencies and major tech companies. Not the basic "what video will you watch next" stuff. I'm talking battlefield-level pattern recognition that can map human behavior, detect stress signals from satellite footage, and predict conflict zones before they happen. High-level officers casually refer to it as pre-crime modeling. They say it's for security. Critics say it's for surveillance. The truth? Where there's data, there's power. And where there's power, there are secrets. And speaking of satellites, do you ever wonder why the military launches so many communications satellites with no public specifications? Let me break it down. Some of those aren't communication devices. They're orbital trackers designed to shadow other countries' satellites. Some are jammers that can shut down networks from space. And one classified project allegedly tested a device capable of grabbing enemy satellites with robotic arms. Imagine a space pickpocket politely stealing your $500 million weather satellite. No explosion, no debris, just a missing in action notice. But the darkest secrets? They live in the black budget. Every year, billions, yes, billions, get tucked away into classified accounts labeled with vague terms like sustainment support or advanced threat response. Former Pentagon official Christopher Mellon once admitted that even many senators don't know where that money goes. If the government were a teenager, this would be the drawer under the bed they never let you look inside. Rumors say part of that money funds biological enhancement programs. No, not super soldiers. Think enhanced recovery rates, improved night vision through biochemical pathways, resistance to extreme temperatures, the everyday superhero upgrades. While the public argues about energy drinks, certain military testing units might already be training with physiology that recovers twice as fast. Now before you say, but wouldn't someone expose that? Let me remind you, whistleblowers don't get medals, they get hearings. And here's the part that always fascinates me. Every time a secret program leaks, governments respond with the exact same three-step routine. Deny it, blame misinformation, declassify a watered-down version 20 years later. It's a ritual at this point. But here's the real question. If these are just the things we accidentally found out, what about the things still locked away? What's happening in those underground desert labs where GPS mysteriously shuts off? What's inside those hangars, guarded by biometric scanners and men who look like they haven't smiled since 1999? And my personal favorite question, why do we only discover a new breakthrough technology right when it's about to be old news? Think about stealth aircraft. The public heard about it in the 80s, but prototypes existed in the 60s. Drones, public in the 2000s. Prototype work, 1970s. Quantum-resistant encryption. We're told it's in development, but some analysts believe major nations have quietly tested it for years. The rule is simple. If they're telling you the research started today, it probably succeeded yesterday. And that brings us to the final truth. Governments don't hide secrets because they're dangerous. They hide them because knowledge shifts power. The moment the public knows what the military is truly capable of, the narrative changes, the fear changes, the balance changes. So the next time you hear a spokesperson say, there is no evidence of classified programs conducting exotic technology research, smile, because you now know exactly what that sentence really means. It means the good stuff is still locked in a vault 5 floors underground, guarded by a guy who hasn't blinked since breakfast. If you want more breakdowns like this, more secrets, more forbidden history, more technology that bends reality, hit subscribe so you never miss what they don't want you to know. And to the agencies monitoring this video, if you wanted to hide your secrets better, maybe don't leave them lying around in patents. Amateurs.